Hey, what's up guys? So real quick, we have another free action for you guys. It's a cool demonstration and it's called NBP Skin Linear Contrast. Now, linear contrast, the way I define that term anyway, is basically applying contrast to an area, in this case skin, but to an area or the whole image where we have sort of a maximized black and a maximized white based on the luminosity of the shot. It usually does a pretty intense result, okay? But if we scale it back with opacity, which is like the way we do things, of course, then we can really dial in a contrast boost. So in this case, I have a pretty low contrast shot here, and I want to increase the contrast of the skin, but in a pretty intense way. And I'm going to do it in what I call linear contrast, which requires a gradient map overlay. Let me walk you through it and show you how it works. Click it, and the first thing that's going to happen is you have to decide on the skin tone selection, which is using NBP's chroma method, okay? And now, for the most part, on this fuzziness, you can choose to move it up and down, but roughly about 15 is about as good as it's going to get for most images, okay? And I know that things are evolving when it comes to Photoshop, and currently in beta here in February 2025, Photoshop beta has people selecting, skin selecting, where it uses AI to select arms and legs and faces and noses and all that. And that's cool. That's coming and that's awesome. But for now, this does a really good job of selecting the skin. Don't worry about the hair. That can be masked out later, and often when you add a little bit of linear contrast like this, adding the hair looks pretty good, unless it's really dark hair. All right, so let's hit OK. Now, here's where you're presented with the linear contrast. This is a gradient map that's been overlaid. Okay, so if I tap it, I can change these nodes right now, and I can change this later, but I can change these nodes to create any type of gradient sort of feel that's being washed over. It's just black and white being washed over. Hit OK, and then hit OK one more time. Now it's done. There it is. Everything can still be changed. Look at that difference. It's pretty radical. And mind you, that's only 50%. If I put it on 100%, look at that. Literally, basically, black to white. So if I scale back to like 35%, I can come over here and choose my gradient nodes again. Maybe I can make them a little brighter, something like that, from there to there. And here again, like I said, if you want, you can just take your black paintbrush. Let's say you don't want the hair involved, kind of minimize some of the hair. There you go. And now we're giving a beautiful, let's make it even 30%. See, less is more, and often is the case. So we have a low contrast image, right? Which is fine, it's beautiful. And then now we've added some life to it with linear contrast. Now this linear contrast is cool. Like I said, because of the nature of the gradient map, you can move even the middle point and adjust the way that contrast like sort of flows. You can put it maximum, which is actually less, but you're kind of spreading it out a little bit more. But you can favor bright or dark and create different looks. So there's one that favors sort of bright. See how cool that is? It's a very, like once you know how to do it and you go, oh yeah, that's actually super obvious, right? Now, real quick, by the way, I have another demo here because it's also in our panel SKN under the toning section. We have linear contrast slider right here. And the way we have it implemented in SKN is a lot more smooth, for lack of a better term. The range that you can work with is usually pretty pleasing. It's either off or maximized. It adds a beautiful linear contrast. It's built into SKN. So while you're working, you can do that as well as, any other toning and stuff that you want to do. But when you do it manually or you're using this little action that we have here, then of course you can see what it's doing because you can maximize this effect. As you can see here, you can sort of maximize what it's doing if you really want to, and then scale back the opacity. So, doing it manually, of course, great method. You can really dial in exactly what you want, and using the SKN panel to dial things in. Just want to let you know that it does that, obviously. People did mention this to me. I showed this method actually to someone recently, talking about waking up kind of a flat shot. And we did that. We did the linear contrast, and he thought, hey, that looks cool. But then he said, doesn't SKN have something called linear contrast? And I said, it absolutely does. And as you can see, it's built right in. So it's pretty straightforward. But anyway, download the action, give it a go. Like I said, it does use the NBP chroma method for skin tone selection, which is really cool, and it works pretty well for almost all images. And we will see how Photoshop beta evolves when it comes to people selecting or skin selecting, and then we'll go from there, especially when it comes to our panel SKN, because that's going to be a big determining factor of how we move SKN forward. And we've been patiently waiting and watching and seeing how that works and doing some preliminary testing as well. But for now, download the action below. Any comments? leave it below.